Hey, vinyl people, stuff. Welcome to my vinyl abode. Anyway, I got a bunch of records I want to show you. I picked these records up lots of different places. Record stores, eBay. That's pretty much it. But anyway, got some good stuff. First up, I want to show you an album that is dear to my heart. It's an album that I had when I was a kid that I stupidly, very silly of me, I gave it away. It's this one right here. This is Sting, Nothing Like the Sun. This is a great record. I bought this brand new in the 80s when I was a kid, and I gave it to a friend because I was exclusively collecting records as a teenager. And then CDs came out, and CDs became super popular and super awesome. And I decided to get this record on CD. So I did. Oh, and I bought the CD. And then I had this, and I stopped listening to it. And a friend of mine was like, "Hey, that's a great album." And I said, "Here you go. Take it." So he did. So I've been without it all these years. So I recently just purchased this. This is an original first pressing. This is a U.S. pressing. The one I had previously was a U.K. pressing. This is a U.S. pressing of Nothing Like the Sun by Sting from 1987. It's I bought this on eBay, and I got it for $5. And when you buy records like that from eBay, you're really rolling the dice, right? Because you don't know whether it's going to be awesome or whether it's going to suck or whether it's going to be somewhere in between. Rolled the dice on this one, and it worked out great. The cover is in pretty good condition. There's a few little marks down here, but nothing major. But the records are pristine. The records came out great, so I was very, very pleased with that. What else did I get? I hear you say in the droves that listen to this or watch this channel. I know there's hundreds of, dozens of, a handful of you that watch this. Another record which I got on eBay is this one. Toyah, Anthem. Now I remember Toyah when this record came out. Now I didn't own this record when it came out. In fact, I thought it was kind of naff. And surprisingly, listening to it all these years later, it kind of is. It's I mean, it's cool. There's a couple of good songs on there, you know. There's some good stuff, and it's very, very nostalgic to listen to Toyah. But the album itself is not that great. A couple of good tracks though, but I'm glad I have it. And this is also a Safari UK first pressing, eBay, great condition. Another one, $5. Can't lose. So that was another one. Something else that I'm going to try and do now that I've been pulled back into vinyl collecting. You just saw a glimpse of it, didn't you? You just saw it. All right, I'll show you there. It's a classic album, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Are you experienced? This is the 180 gram reissue from the 1967 album. There's a lot of classic, great records, great albums out there that I haven't listened to. Now, this album in itself, there's like a bunch of songs on here that I've heard a million times throughout my life. Digital, CD, radio, yada yada. But I've never listened to the full album in its entirety. That changed today, folks. It all changed today. So this is not a reissue. This is a brand new record that I purchased. The quality is phenomenon. It's a great quality, and I really enjoyed listening to this. It's the first time I've ever listened to it. I really enjoyed listening, and I'm gonna really try and do that in future. Is to explore classic albums that that everyone knows about, everyone's heard of, but I haven't listened to. So that was number one. Check that off the box. I've listened to it. Speaking of classic albums, we got some David Bowie. This is Changes Bowie. This is the 180 gram reissue of his greatest hits album that came out in 1976. This was also surprising to listen to. Obviously, some great songs, some great tracks. We've all heard these songs before, but I'd never really heard all of them on vinyl until I picked this up. All great, all awesome, great sound quality, 180 gram vinyl, blah blah blah. Standout for me was this one, Space Odyssey. Oh, sorry, Space Oddity. That was like listening to this song with new ears. It was amazing, incredible to listen to it. So there you go. Hey John, I'm only dancing. Next up, Soundtrack Guy. Great movie. Soundtrack is pretty damn good too. This is Blade Runner 24. I'll cover my face with it. This is the audiophile pressing. If you've noticed, the cover on this is different to the standard one that's available everywhere. Different cover, and this is the audiophile pressing. It's numbered. There's only like 2,000 of these, but you can pick them up on the Blade Runner website. If you go to BladeRunner2049.com, you can actually pick these up. I would say it's worth it. It's a very good soundtrack to a very good film. So check that out. Next up, oh, that was pretty close. Next up, we got some Morrissey. There it is, Morrissey. Low in High School, and this is with the clear vinyl. Now, I've yet to really get into this album. I've listened to it all the way through. There's a few standout tracks that I enjoyed right off the bat, but there's some other tracks on here, I'm talking about the vast majority of the tracks on here, that are really going to have to grow on me over time. But you music aficionados out there realize, or you should, is the songs that you don't like immediately are usually the best ones. The ones that grow on you usually turn out to be the best albums. So I have high hopes for this. And by the way, the quality of the build quality, as computer types say, on this record is superb. The way it's put together, this right here is like embossed a little bit. Very good packaging on this. Last but not least, we have Alice Cooper. This is the prettiest for you, Alice Cooper. This was Alice Cooper's first record, 1969, and this one is a reissue on red vinyl. I think I'm going to start collecting all of Alice Cooper's albums on vinyl, but I want to get the reissues, the high qualities. This one right here, it's very psychedelic, very weird, but good stuff. Another one, awesome build quality. What do I keep saying? What's the correct terminology? You don't say build quality for a record. The packaging, I guess. The packaging is very sturdy, tough cardboard. Very good stuff. So that's my latest haul of LP, records, albums. I suggest you buy as many Beatles albums as you can. Good stuff. What else do I say except thanks if you enjoy my little rants about albums and stuff. Subscribe, like, write a comment, tell me I'm awesome, tell me I suck, tell me whatever. Anyway, maybe I'll do this again. Thanks for watching. Later.